Alright, number 10. We've got x plus 3y is equal to z, and they want us to solve for x. Alright, so we've got x over here. How do we get rid of the plus 3y? We subtract 3y, right? So that's going to go to 0. We're going to be left with x is equal to z. But what did we do here? We subtracted a 3y minus 3y. That's your answer. Number 11. Y equals mx plus b. Slope of a line. Solve for x. Alright, we've got a negative b here. We got a positive b. We can get rid of that by subtracting it. So we've got y is equal to mx. That went to 0. But what did we do here? We subtracted b, so we subtract b over here. Negative b. This was a plus y. We're solving for x. Divide both sides by m, right? And that's your answer. We can rewrite that, we know, as b over m plus y over m is equal to x. There's no common factors here between any of these things, obviously, because they're all different variables. So that's your answer, in this form or this form. 12. V is equal to L, W, H, L we're solving for. Okay, so we want to get L by itself, so we divide both sides by what? WH. That W, that H are going to cancel. And we've got V. What do we do to this side? We divide it by WH. So there we have it. And that is L. Alright, let's see here. That's that top part. Okay, for the next one, next section. The formula A. Now let me just write this up here because this looks like it's going to be here for a while. Formula A equals 2H times L plus W. Okay, it says the formula A equals 2H parentheses L plus W close parentheses gives the lateral area of a rectangular solid with length L and width C and height H, width W and height H. Basically, we don't care about any of that. Then they get a number of numbers, and they go, okay, they want us to basically just solve for these variables using this formula. So it says solve this formula for H. Okay, so we've got A equals 2H times L plus W. First thing we can do is we're multiplying this, right? This 2H is being multiplied, right? So when we're multiplying, what do? We divide L plus W, right? That goes to that. What do we do to this side? Whatever we do to this side, we have to do this side. It's going to be rewritten as A divided by L plus W is equal to 2H. We're solving for H, so we need to divide both sides by 2. Alright? And there you have it. Let's see. Let me see how much time we've got here. And let me verify this right here. Yes. Okay. And we've got 6 minutes left. Okay, number 14. It says find H if A equals 144 centimeters squared, L equals 7 centimeters, and W equals 5 centimeters. Okay, it says we want to find H. and they're saying that, so we've got 2H, they're saying that 144 is A. They're saying that we're solving for H, 2H, and they're saying that L is 7 and W is 5, plus 5. Alright, so first thing we can do here is what? Parentheses, right? But what's inside the parentheses? We can do something inside this parentheses, correct? You can add these two. So we've got 2H times 12 is equal to 144. Alright, now what do we want to do? We want to get H by itself, so we're going to divide. We can actually divide by 24 because this 2 and 12 are, all these terms are being multiplied. So we can actually divide by 24 because 2 times 12 is 24, but I'm going to do it 2 steps. First thing we're going to do is divide by 12. That 12 is going to cancel. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other, right? Then I'm going to divide by 2. So we divided by 2, that's going to be multiplied over here, right? Just like it was here. Multiplication, you can do this, right? You can do 2, and then you can move this 12 over, right? And then multiply like this. So essentially this is this, okay? Alright, let's see here. That may not be 1,000% clear, but watch the videos a couple times and you'll figure it out. And if not, ask a question to me. Alright, so we can divide this out here, right? That's going to be 12, right? 12 goes into 144, right? That gives us 12. That goes to 1. Then we've got 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. So the answer is H is equal to 6. Okay? I'll let you look at that for a second. Basically, we multiplied 2 times 12. I said, well, I can divide 144 by 12. That's going to cancel. That's going to leave that, or make that 12. Okay? Usually write it up here, but that's fine. That's 12. And then we've still got this 2 here, so 2 goes into 12, what, 6 times? That's the answer. Okay, number 15. Which time we got here? Number 15. Solve for L. A equals 2H. L plus W. In this instance, we can't get the L. We can't get to the L. So what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to distribute this, right? Okay, so we've got A equals 2HL plus 2HW. Alright? What are we solving for here, 15? L. Solving for L. Alright. So we want to subtract 2HW, right? That goes to 0. And we rewrite this as minus 2HW, because we subtracted from there, plus this A is equal to 2HL. Solving for L, so we want to divide both sides by 2H. This 2H divided by 2H is going to go 1. We're going to have to divide this whole thing by 2H. Okay? And the answer is negative 2HW plus A over 2H is equal to L. Hopefully that all stayed up. Now, on this one we can actually factor this 2H out. So we can rewrite this as negative 2HW over 2H plus A is equal, plus A over, I'm sorry, it's got to be over 2H. Because we've got to rewrite it, remember? We wrote it over this whole thing. But now I'm just separating it. It's the same thing. Is equal to L. Now this 2H is going to cancel. We'll be left with what? A negative 1 plus W plus A over 2H is equal to L. This 2H cancels, and what? 2H into 2H is going to be what? 1, but it's going to be a negative 1, right? Because negative divided by a positive is negative. Okay? This is number 16 coming up. We're running a little short here. Let me see what we got here. Number 16. Yep, we got an answer. I have to do 16 on the other tape.